Mike Malloy Show, because each time you listen to right-wing radio, God kills a kitten.
Before the hour. This hour. Last night I told you about a sign in Camden County, Georgia, which is down near the Florida state line over on the East Coast. Here's another one. This one's in Albany, Georgia. Another anti-Obama sign. White people in Georgia are just goddamn insane. I mean, there's no equivocation. You might want to say that about white folks in Alabama, too. Yeah. Or South Carolina. Yeah. South Carolina, they're more religiously insane. But over here in Georgia, it's just, some pretty horrible stuff. Had it not been for Ivan Allen, who was a famous politician and publisher here, Atlanta could have gone the way of Birmingham. That is, it could have just exploded into mass chaos. But the white people in Atlanta back in the 50s and 60s, decided that they were going to keep the lid on the racial strife and stress that was building all over the South. And they managed to do it successfully. But the rest of Georgia was just an absolute lynch mob. It really was. We can talk about Mississippi. That was pretty bad, too. Louisiana, not so much. But who else can we? Tennessee, not so much. Kentucky, North Carolina, But Georgia, Alabama, and parts of and Mississippi, of course, Philadelphia, Mississippi, where Ronald Reagan began his presidential campaign, in the same city where the Klans people and the sheriff and everybody murdered 3 civil rights workers. But anyway, Georgia at one time was nothing more, where it concerns white people and integration, nothing more than a huge lynch mob. Some parts of Georgia still are. Albany, Georgia. There is a sign next to a busy road in Albany, Georgia, that's suggesting that Obama, of course, is a threat for all the wrong reasons. It's a banner, and Reg sent this to me. It's a picture up on 2 posts, and it's a banner, and it's got some Navy SEALs in full Navy SEAL combat regalia and their weaponry, and they're armed to the teeth. And the banner says, "The SEALs removed one threat to America, removed the other in November." The banner is owned by some freakish son of a bitch named Richard Thomas. Richard Thomas told the local television station there, WALB, that he placed the banner outside his business because, quote, "It just made the hair on the back of my neck stand up." Yeah, it did. It just made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. He denied that the sign compared Obama to Osama bin Laden. Richard Thomas in Albany, Georgia said, quote, "The threat is towards the apathy that Obama has created in this country by dividing people and the loss of hope. Those Navy SEALs are putting their life on the line every day, and the least we can do is get out and vote and choose a good leader for them." End quote. Jesus, God. Dividing people. Obama has divided people? You white racist, redneck, cracker son of a bitch, it's people like you that divide people. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? All you have to do is look at somebody like Obama and look at one of your colored folks down there in Albany, Georgia, and you just wet your pants, don't you? You just lose it. You have to go get a new catheter and start all over again, don't you? Richard Thomas says that the banner is not intentionally unethical. A similar sign that popped up in Indiana In mid-August, when a billboard funded by a Tea Party group shared the same message, locals called the billboard ignorant, out of line, and pretty bad. That was in Indiana. But down here, God damn, did you see that sign over there on Richard Thomas's property out there in front of his toilet repair shop? Did you see that? Isn't that funny? Isn't that a knee slapper? Remove the other in November. God damn. Oh. Other anti-Obama displays have popped up in recent days, and they're really vicious. They really display a Caucasian ignorance that goes all the way down to the bone. There is no way. This multi-generational racism, I know it exists in other parts of the country. I honestly believe that other parts of the country are doing and have done their best to try to educate people out of that mental morass, that mental rat's nest, that mental spider web where they're just so hung up, anti-this and anti-that, and I don't like queers, and I don't like coloreds, and I don't like immigrants, and I don't like Jews, and I don't like Muslims, and I don't like a goddamn person on the whole goddamn planet unless they're white and talk like this. Oh, and go to Baptist church. While other parts of the country have tried to educate their residents out of this sickening mindset, here in the South, here in Georgia, they encourage it. It is encouraged. This kind of racism that goes from generation to generation, it is encouraged. And you have some freak in Virginia who lynched an empty chair. Oh, and in Texas. Yeah, you white folks are just smarter than hell. Are you as smart as a whip? Hey, let's let's put a rope up there and put a chair on the end of it. Yeah, isn't that a knee slapper? Yeah, goddamn it, what are they going to do? Say we're trying to lynch Obama? They can't. There was a guy, remember out here, Kathy, in, where is it? Just north of Atlanta, the guy that had the, what was the little cartoon character, little monkey that Molly used to watch? Curious George. They had Curious George dolls made and had Obama's face on it. Remember that? That was back during the first campaign. Where was that? That was in that city where they have an ordinance where you have to carry a gun. No, it's right up 75. What is it? There's a mountain there or something. No, damn, I can't think of it. Anyway, they passed a city ordinance that every household had to carry a gun. They said, well, they do it in Switzerland. Where is Switzerland? Well, that's up there by Canada, ain't it? Remember that? But all this stuff, I mean, this stuff comes out of Georgia. Mississippi has their violence and their killings and lynchings, and Alabama has their share. This putrefaction of Caucasian mentality, it just goes on and on and on without let up. But to put a sign like this up, I don't know. The SEALs removed one threat to America, removed the other in November. Yeah, okay. Brilliant thinking. The guy's name, again, is Richard Thomas, and he lives in Albany, Georgia. And he has some kind of a business. I said it's a toilet repair business because obviously he has his head in a toilet most of the day. Richard Thomas in Albany, huh? Good God in heaven. All right, I got to clean up the topics a little bit. We've had our fun and frivolity now with all the craziness. A couple of things on climate change. Oh, it's also damn depressing, isn't it? I'll tell you what we'll do. During this break that's coming up right now, we'll open up the phone lines if you want to chat. We haven't taken calls for quite some time. Oh, by the way, before we go to a break here, I just want to let you know, you folks that tried Nova Joint and really appreciated this project or a product, we have signed an advertising agreement with Nova Nutrients. They have some other products, and I have a feeling this company is like Heel and Hollers. Everything they make, is going to work exactly the way they say it is. I want you to go to their website, novanutrients.com, but you're going to hear me doing some commercials, endorsements, because I like this product. We've tried this product. Molly is taking their children's vitamins right now. Well, not now, she's asleep, but I mean, that's what she takes. Anyway, novanutrients.com, I think that's her website. Check these folks out, because if you like Nova Joint, you're going to like the rest of this.
They needed something to describe, and brag. Let's further demonize his Afghanis, so Americans cheer